Hello and welcome to another special edition of the Report Program. I'm Corey Mack.
The program is produced and created by the students of broadcast journalism at California State University, Fullerton. I'm Alyssa Freider.
And I'm Hiba Berry. Thank you for joining us.
If you're a college student looking for some extra cash, Taco Bell's Live Más Scholarship is offering large amounts of money to innovators, creators, and dreamers. Reporter Hiba Berry spoke to CSUF student Christian Aguilar, who shared his experience on being granted the scholarship.
Christian Aguilar is a Cal State Fullerton student who won a total of $30,000 from Taco Bell's Live Más Scholarship. The scholarship opportunity was brought to Christian's attention by his former area coach while working at Taco Bell.
She said, hey, it's super simple. You can simply record yourself on your phone doing a 2-minute video about what is your passion, and as soon as she mentioned it, I took initiative.
With YouTube, I have a voice. I am able to communicate with others about topics that I care about, such as personal finance, building self-confidence, and animal rights.
To apply for the Live Más Scholarship, hopefuls should sign up online and must read the guidelines where it lists specific questions to address in the 2-minute video. As a Live Más Scholarship recipient, Christian had the opportunity to attend the 2018 NBA All-Star Game.
First, before the Taco Bell Skills Challenge began, they awarded me $10,000. The NBA All-Star Game was a fun experience. What I liked most about it was the behind the scenes, because on TV, it looks prepared and organized, but behind the scenes, it's hectic.
For the Taco Bell Skills Challenge, Christian was paired up with the Brooklyn Nets' Spencer Dinwiddie, who won the challenge and awarded Christian an additional $20,000.
For those who are hesitant to apply for the Live Más Scholarship, I would say to get over the perception that you may not have a chance of winning. You will not know if you win if you don't apply.
Christian also has a focus of growing his online platform on YouTube.
To stand out as an applicant, I really wanted to show what I was doing for the community, which is my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is an educational channel, so I wanted to show them that I'm using my voice to empower others and to help others.
Our winning scholar, Christian Aguilar.
This has been Hiba Berry reporting for Titan TV.
Step into the reality of frat life as reporter Carlos Andrade finds out why Cal State Fullerton students join Greek life.
All throughout this world, different lifestyles take place. But in university and colleges, joining a fraternity or even a sorority is the ultimate lifestyle. Fraternity is a way of life. It takes being selected and chosen from within a group of 50 other members trying to rush, and being brought into this family of lifelong brotherhood. Pike, alongside 7 other fraternities on campus, have created a bubble of Greek life, and why it's so beneficial.
Some fraternities are like, they focus a lot on just like the Greek life, which is like the social aspect, but I like that Pike actually focus, like they have study hours, like they actually care about school, they actually care, like how I mentioned, when you graduate, who can help you get a job, who can help you like get out there. That's one of the main reasons too.
Here in our very own Cal State Fullerton, we have Pi Kappa Alpha, also known as Pike, which leads in being biggest chapter on campus. Of course, aside from the party life, certain requirements are to be maintained, such as GPA, attending events like formal, as well as philanthropies. This lifestyle is not meant for everyone, but once you're chosen, the brotherhood is with you forever and ever. This has been Carlos Andrade for the Report Program. Back to you in the studio.
As a commuter school, we have a lot of students parking in the lots or structures. Most of the time, cars are left alone for several hours. Some students have come back stunned to see their car totaled from a hit and run. We go to reporter Courtney Bowe to find out more on the situation.
Being a commuter school, there are a lot of students who park on campus and leave their cars unattended for long periods of time. Some students have come back to their car shocked to find their vehicle damaged in a hit-and-run accident. John Valaji is one of those students.
My car was parked in the Nutwood parking structure on the second floor. So I was coming back from lunch, and I had to go to my car, and when I got to it, I had seen that someone had backed into it, kind of leaving this giant crack in the back of my car, and it had damaged my trunk and my taillights also. Because in the Nutwood parking structure, there aren't any cameras, which is kind of problematic for this kind of thing, because you can't really prove what happened outside of like if you had a dash cam or something like that.
When it comes to cameras, Cal State Fullerton has 9 webcams across the campus that can be accessed online or on the Fullerton app. East Side Parking is the only structure with a webcam facing it, but the view is only a panoramic one. University police have their own cameras installed across the campus, but none inside the parking structures.
If something happens in there, it's like purely on whether or not someone sees it or like, you know, someone left a note.
Hopefully, Cal State Fullerton will consider installing cameras in the parking structures, but until then, a dash cam may be your best bet. This has been Courtney Bowe, reporting for the Report Program.
So has this happened to any of you guys before?
Luckily, no. I haven't personally, been involved in an accident, and, thank God. What about you, Alyssa?
Yeah, actually one day after my lunch break, I came back and the whole side of my car was hit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
we never
insane.
caught the person who did it, but it cost me $1,500 to replace it, so.
Sounds like we should get some cameras installed on the state college structures. When you live for the adrenaline and seek the risks, life can change in an instant. No one knows this better than one of our very own CSUF students. Our reporter Ryan Matthey has more on this one.
Motorcross, the high-speed, adrenaline-pumping motorsport that for many is a lifelong passion. While thousands enjoy the sport, nobody has the same connection to it as Cal State Fullerton student Erwin Gill.
I gotta work on my own bike, take it out to the track, see what it can do, see what I can do, and then just have a blast. I mean, the adrenaline is second to none.
While Erwin has been riding for years, nothing could have prepared him for one specific ride at Quail Canyon Motocross Track. Thanksgiving of 2017 is when it all happened.
I was getting a bit faster on the track. I guess I lost traction going up the first jump. It caused me to lose speed, so I underjumped it. I landed in the valley between the 2 jumps, and I whiskey throttled it. So I got 10 feet of air plus 10 feet above the ground, so people were like, yeah, you got about 25 feet of air in there, and landed straight on my butt.
Erwin is no stranger to falling off his bike, but this was one fall he could not get back up from.
I tried getting up. I couldn't. I called for help. Some other rider comes to me, tries picking me up. He can't pick me up. My stomach starts to hurt a lot. And I start touching my legs, and I'm like, oh, wait, I can't feel my legs. I can't move my legs.
Erwin was immediately rushed to the hospital for emergency surgery. While the operation kept him alive, he still suffered spinal cord injury, leaving him in a wheelchair. In light of these devastating news, Erwin chooses to be positive, documenting his recovery process on social media.
So far I'm improving, so it's been like 5 months since injury, so yeah, I'm improving still gradually.
In a time that could be so easy to be discouraged, Erwin chooses to ride on.
100% will be racing again. 100%.
Erwin Gill found out the hard way that life can change in an instant. However, he doesn't let that affect his lifelong passion, leaving him as an inspiration to all. For the Report Program, this has been Ryan Matthey.
Earlier this year, thousands of people took to 10 major cities as part of the Working People's Day of Action to advocate in favor of public sector unions. Reporter Michael Patterson was at the rally in San Diego and has more on the organization's efforts.
Freedom, equality, and unrigging the system was the mantra earlier this year as hundreds of San Diego residents participated in the nationwide Working People's Day of Action, an event that was created to drum up public support for public sector unions in the wake of a potentially history-making Supreme Court case, Janus versus AFSCME. The case looks at the legality of requiring mandatory union fees even if a worker does not want to be an official union member. Union members believe that a high court ruling in favor of Janus would defund unions and make them powerless. Rallies like this one occurred in about 10 major cities, including Washington, Boston, and Philadelphia, all with the idea to show the judges on the Supreme Court that public sector workers do not approve of nationwide right-to-work laws.
Where we unite together, no governor, no politician, no corporation, or the Supreme Court is more mighty than the workers in this country. When we stand together in solidarity, nothing would stop us. We say, bring it on.
Our job is to make that happen for every worker in America. And that is why we need unions, and that is why we have this day of action, and that is why, regardless of what happens in the Supreme Court, we will succeed, because when we succeed, America succeeds.
Many eyes are on this case as it has major implications for the fate of the unions in this country moving forward. The court heard oral arguments for this case in February and are expected to make a decision sometime this summer. Reporting from San Diego, this is Michael Patterson, The Report Program.
After this commercial break, we have a quick look at Disney's new theme for the park, a look at the Angels' great start to the new season, and more.
Recently, our country has witnessed catastrophic devastation. Hurricanes and flooding have upended lives and livelihoods.
Across this great country, Americans have answered the call.
That special calling that compels us, when others are down, to step up and do whatever it takes.
America's at her best when, against all odds, we come together and lift each other up.
Please donate to oneamericaappeal.org. America needs you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back. If you've been wanting to go to Mexico for the weekend, but just don't have enough for a plane ticket, La Placita Olvera in Los Angeles might be what you are looking for. It's a historical and touristic spot that brings Mexico to you.
La Placita Olvera, located on Olvera Street in Los Angeles, is a center where people can go and get a little piece of Mexico right in the heart of Los Angeles. At early hours of the day, people are already dancing and enjoying what the Placita Olvera has to offer for them. Alice Miramontes, a Placita Olvera vendor, gave her opinion on what she thinks about La Placita and its assimilation to Mexico.
Important that the Placita Olvera is still open right now, like available.
Yes, I think it's very important that it's still open because it's very cultural based. So it would give people an opportunity to learn a little more about Mexico and the different parts of Mexico. So you, in a sense, could feel that you're in Mexico. Everything that they sell, basically, you could basically find anything in outerwear, kitchen stuff, food, drinks, and the music.
Cultural dances are also present at the Placita Olvera. First-hand attendees, Heaven and Elena, voiced their opinion about what they like so far about La Placita Olvera.
So I like the music, and like the culture, and like the diversity of people around us.
Definitely, yeah. I think it's very well cultured. Not only Hispanics or Latinos, whatever it is. It's also like, I mean, I see a lot of like Asians and whites and blacks, so I see a lot of like culture.
La Virgen de Guadalupe is a big symbolism in the Mexican culture. She is seen at the Placita Olvera. La Placita Olvera is also a family spot. This is Brenda Gonzalez with the CSUF Student Report.
This historical site, known as Placita Olvera, was under Mexican rule from 1821 to 1847 and is now conserved as a Mexican ethnic centerpiece. The plaza is visited by many locals and tourists every year who want to experience Mexican traditions, such as this Aztec dance ritual.
This plaza in the center of LA was designated a historical monument in 1953. La Placita Olvera is located in downtown LA's oldest street, and it showcases Mexican music, food, and traditions, such as this Aztec dance ritual.
No, danza is not a ballet folklorico. It's a way of life. And me, looking for my identity as a Chicana, I said I want to do danza. So I've been doing it for 28 years.
As a Chicana, Estela says that it's important to her to keep this tradition going because it's not only part of her background, but also because it gives her a unique identity.
Sets us apart from other people. We don't blend in. We shouldn't blend in because we're unique. The louder the color, the more noticeable you are. And oddly enough, the females aren't so loud in nature. The males are loud in nature. That dance called venado is emulating a hunt, like somebody's hunting the venado and you're the venado. I always tell myself, since I'm one of the older dancers, that I'm a mama venado, hiding from the hunter. So when you're doing those movements, you know, you can almost see the deer moving.
In order to keep this Aztec dance an ongoing tradition, they encourage the kids to participate. This is Marisela Perez reporting from Los Angeles for the Report Program.
The Target near Cal State Fullerton has been remodeling since late December. Here's Brock Howard reporting on the big changes made on the inside and outside of the store.
The Target on Yorba Linda, next to Cal State Fullerton, is going through big changes outside and inside the store. During their whole remodeling process, the store has remained open for the local loyal Target guests. The home and furniture section has been relocated to where the clothing section and fitting rooms once stood. Target team member Richard had a few words to share on the remodel.
The remodel's been good. I feel like it was much needed. It's just been a little difficult trying to organize everything. Understandably for guests, let alone us, you know, we're still trying to figure everything out. But you know, there's had a lot of overnight teams having to stay and do things like that. But overall, it's coming together pretty well. I'm saying that everything will be done probably within a month.
The old floors have been removed, and the new clothing section is meant to resemble the modern Target style like the one in Brea, where carpet is installed for guest comfort while shopping. All clothing will now be in the center of the store, surrounded by all the other departments. Another Target team member, Ryan, has a few words to share about the new and improved market section.
Just pretty much completed the entire remodeling, except it's at least for this area. And I mean, look at it. It looks pretty beautiful at this point. And so we got a lot of new features over here. We have the islands, which are back over here. And those are actually some of the only ones in all the Targets across the country. Oh, I gotta get this real quick.
Even the makeup aisle has gone through big changes as well, with the old crowded rows having been replaced by new tables and shelves similar to the ones in makeup stores like Sephora. With all of these new changes, Target has continued to work day and night in order to provide service while completing their remodel. It seems like the only thing left to add in the store is the Starbucks that will be located at the front near the new guest service section. Pretty soon the entire remodel will be finished. Out with the old, in with the new. This is Brock Howard reporting for the Report Program.
On April 13th, Disney unveiled Pixar Fest in celebration of the release of the 20th Pixar film this year. The event will be located at Disneyland and Disney California Adventure, where they will have Pixar-themed souvenirs and food. Reporter Corey Mack shows us more on the Pixar Fest takeover.
On April 13th, Disney's California Adventure and Disneyland will be unveiling Pixar Fest, which will include themed rides, food, games, as well as new nighttime spectacular shows. Throughout the park, carts will feature Pixar-themed items such as churros, Sully popcorn buckets, and funnel cakes. Some restaurants, like the converted Alien Pizza Planet, have even received facelifts to show off their Pixar options. Samantha Dye, a Disney annual pass holder, is ecstatic to see what the Pixar changes will bring to these parks.
Well, I'm super excited because I feel like Pixar has always been kind of underrated part of Disney. And then as an annual pass holder for Disney, I can come at any time, any point of the day. And I know that all the construction is happening, so we're going to get new rides and parades and fireworks. And I'm just excited to see it all.
Parades and fireworks shows have also received their own Pixar facelifts, such as the Pixar Play Parade and the Together Forever, a Pixar nighttime spectacular featuring characters from Coco, Toy Story, Finding Nemo, Up, and many more. So, until September 3rd, Pixar Fest will continue to dominate both parks as we await for the release of the 20th Pixar film, The Incredibles 2, as well as the grand opening of Pixar Pier in June this summer. Wow, Disney's been making a lot of changes, you guys. Any thoughts on, Pixar-themed food items?
I was so surprised at that strawberry churros. I never heard of that.
Seems like it's gonna be good. I'm surprised it's not on a funnel cake, but on a churro.
That's true.
It makes me want to get a pass just to be able to go and eat the food.
Eat the food. Churros are the best there.
Yep.
Baseball season is back, and the Los Angeles Angels are having the best start to a season in franchise history. What's their new secret? Our reporter Alyssa Frater has more.
It's springtime and baseball is back. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim haven't made the playoffs in 4 years and haven't won a World Series since 2002. Each season they've started off with major injuries, but this year is turning out to be a whole different ballgame. During preseason, the Angels added some key players to their roster, which includes acquiring one of the most controversial rookies of the year, Japanese player Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani, only 23 years old, is being called the Babe Ruth of his generation for being a phenomenal two-way player, which means that he hits and pitches. Players like Ohtani are extremely rare in American baseball. He began spring training with a rocky start, and many people became skeptical of his ability to be successful in the major leagues. Ohtani shot down those claims by hitting a homer in his first 3 league games and almost pitched a no-hit game his first time pitching. Even though he has done well so far, he still has a long way to go to prove himself worthy of the title, Babe Ruth. The Angels are also considered to have the best offense in the league. Season ticket holder Roy Jefferson explains.
They just have a really good mix of veteran players on these guys that they have on the team this year. I think the term is professional hitters. And they have really good hitters, so they've hit a lot of home runs, extra bases.
In addition to Ohtani, the Angels have also acquired Justin Upton, who bats over .250. With the addition of these 2 players, they are able to aid some veteran players in the lineup like Mike Trout and Albert Pujols.
So Trout has protection, so Trout already has more home runs this year than he had at this point last year. And Albert Pujols, they say he lost some weight.
The Angels are currently 13-3 with a 7-game win streak. Only time will tell where this season will take Shohei Ohtani and the Angels. This has been Alyssa Frater for the Report program.
Thank you for tuning in on this week's special episode. I'm Corey Mack.
For more episodes of the show, subscribe to our YouTube channel, CSUF Titan TV. I'm Alyssa Frater.
And I'm Hiba Berry. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Report program.